In recent years, too many things have happened, and many people did not prepare enough material in advance, which led to the tragedy. Life has taught everyone a lot of survival experience. People should learn how to save themselves after an emergency and how to prepare emergency materials to deal with unexpected events. This is what every resident should do, and it is also self-rescue at the most urgent moment. But also a way to reduce the pressure on government rescue in times of disaster. Government websites around the world, including the Red Cross and some personal bloggers, social media, list basic emergency material categories. You can search for relevant information online and learn how to stock up on emergency supplies. Here is a summary of what should be prepared in response to various disasters around the world. 1. Water. Studies have found that if a person does not eat food for a long time, life will not end. But if a person does not drink water for a long time, it will seriously threaten life. So in our daily life, a person needs to prepare emergency water for at least 3 days. And a family needs to prepare water for 2 weeks, including water for family members and pets. If you can prepare some water purification tools, it is better to prevent large-scale water pollution and lead to long-term inability to supply water. You can use water purification and disinfection methods to save yourself. 2. Food. The average individual needs to prepare food for 3 days, and a family prepares food for at least 2 weeks. But due to the occurrence of many situations, such as pandemic, wars, supply chain breaks, etc., it's better to reserve half-year to 1-year food for personal or family. The first food to consider is instant food. Bread, dry fruits, dry nuts, biscuits, chocolates, energy bars, etc. They can eat directly in case of power failure or inability to cook. A second consideration is canned food, such as canned vegetables, canned protein, canned soup, canned tuna, salmon, chicken, or turkey, etc. The third food to consider is some staple foods which can be stored for 3 to 6 months, such as rice, flour, spaghetti, pasta, beans, dry noodles, frozen stuff, etc. They're easy to store and cook. Just add a little tomato sauce or some spices, you're ready to go. Enjoying the meal with the whole family. The fourth food to consider is cooking oil, soy sauce, vinegar, salt, tea, soybean paste, curry sauce and other seasonings. They are essential for cooking in special times and as low can be stored for a long time. The fifth stored food to consider is chili, sesame, pepper, cinnamon, coriander, cumin and other spices. They can increase the taste of food, some even can contribute to the health of the body. The last food to consider for storage is dry goods, such as dried mushrooms, seaweed, kelp, and dried beans. You can store all the food in freezers in basements to ensure the freshness of food and quality, changing and renewing them at any time according to the needs of the family. 3. First aid kit. The medicines and tools in the first aid kit can help individuals or families treat most common injuries, including cuts, scrapes, swelling, strains and more. Providing properly assistance to the injuries right away can reduce wound infection and save lives. It is best to learn some emergency rescue methods at ordinary times and know how to first aid in an emergency, including airway, breathing, and circulation. Know how to check and help with breathing and regain consciousness if someone is unconscious. How to perform simple wound cleaning and dressing. How to properly place the wounded or sick. 4. A whistle for sending a distress signal. A whistle is an important tool in the event of earthquakes, shipwrecks and other major events. It can send out its own positioning and distress information in a timely manner, reducing the time for rescue and search. At the same time, the whistle can save energy for the rescued in an emergency and let the call for help information spread out. 5. Mask, soap, hand sanitizer, disinfectant wipes, gloves and other disinfection products for all kinds of virus. Mask for all ages 2 and older can help you avoid viral infections and divide allergies. Dust mask can help filter polluted air. Frequent hand washing with soap or using a hand sanitizer will kill most germs and prevent infection. Disposable gloves can protect you from more serious viruses, and work gloves can help you avoid hand injuries during evacuation. 6 medicines and medical tools, including prescription drugs, over-the-counter medicines, prescription glasses, nursing solution, etc. Preparing prescription drugs in advance in case of emergency when hospital are closed or other prescription drugs cannot be dispensed. Over-the-counter medicines, including colds, fever, diarrhea, pain relievers, and more. If you have a special disease or a critically ill patient, you should prepare in advance how to deal with unforeseen circumstances. 7 multi-purpose tool, including can openers, fire extinguishers, wrenches or pliers, rope knives, matches, gloves and some tools for home safety. Pliers that need to turn off the water, electricity and gas in the home. Rope knives for survival in hardship condition, giving people more chance to survival. Others including matches, gloves and some tools for safety. 8 personal hygiene products, baby products and pet products, including toilet paper, feminine pads, garbage bags, wet wipes, baby clothes, milk powder, diapers, toys, diaper rash cream. Prepare enough pet food and water for 3 months to 6 months or more, as well as related medicines, pet supplies, and leash and cage for emergency transfer. 9 sleeping bags, thermal blankets, towels, clothing for all situations, sturdy shoes, hats, protective gear for everyone to sleep in, as well as tools for entertainment, books and jigsaw puzzles, paper, pens, etc. To prevent children from being too bored to increase the burden on parents and mental illness caused by long-term stress. 10 cash, checks and important documents. Include identification, medical cards, emergency contacts, insurance policies, bank cards or copies of bank records. These important documents can play an important role in identity authentication in the process of medical treatment, emergency rescue and transfer. 11 maps, spare car keys, house keys, spare cell phones, chargers. Maps keep yourself up to date on safe routes and areas where you can find food and helps. The spare mobile phone and battery can keep in touch with the outside world at any time for a long time or for emergency help. 12 No matter what happens, stay calm, reassure and keep your family safe. Before external rescue arrives, fully carry out self-rescue, and minimize loss and fear. The above is a brief summary of the substances we usually need to prepare. You can add or subtract to suit your household storage needs. Water, food and medicine can be placed in a cool and dry place, or in metal or plastic containers. Other emergency items should be kept separate in the office, in the car, and at the emergency exits at home. Replace expired items at any time, and update and replenish newly needed items in time according to family needs. If there is no emergency, we can use these items and replenish them in time. If an emergency occurs, we can rescue ourselves and protect the lives of ourselves and our families at critical times. I hope that everyone will pay attention. In today's world, there is no impossible situation, only things we can't imagine. I wish everyone can protect themselves and their families, then help others. We all stay together, live together.